about the color. It's not about the font. All great brands are built on passion. So can I ask you a question? What are you passionate about? See, if you're not passionate about anything, your marketing is going to be ho-hum as well. Does that make sense? You can't build a great brand without passion. Let's take a look at Nike. Phil Knight built Nike and the brand out of passion. He loves to run, and he couldn't find good running shoes. So he said, well, I'll just start a company and make some myself, because a good runner needs to have good shoes. He's built an international brand based on passion. If you want to be a millionaire, you got to think like $1 million person. You can't fake this thing. Y'all hear what I'm saying? You got to be legit in this game. You can't fake it to the NBA. You got to be able to ball out. You got to be able to hoop. You got to be legit. And in business is the same way. You got to be legit. So take your money and get some information in your head, and then take some money and get access. I got 3 kids, and this is why you got to get access, so you can make life easier for your kids. Well, ain't nobody do nothing for me. Oh, your mindset is jacked up. Ain't nobody do nothing for me, so I ain't gonna do nothing for my kids. You ain't thinking about your legacy. Right now, it's like a track meet. You're running a 4x1, 100-meter dash. 4x1, and your baton is in your hand. And let me tell you something. I want you to run as strong as you can, as fast as you can, as hard as you can, and one day you're gonna get old. One day your knees gonna buckle. And your son gonna be right behind you. Your daughter gonna be right behind you, and at a track meet, they yell, stick! And you got to make a successful handoff to the athlete in front of you. And that's your son, that's your daughter. So can you do me a favor? You got to get on that track and run, because the baton is in your hand right now. And to me, 50 grand ain't enough to live your dreams. To me, 80 grand ain't enough to live your dreams. Who's trying to live in that big house? Who's trying to live in that big car? Who's trying to retire with some real money in the bank? Ladies and gentlemen, you guys know the average American only has $1,500 in savings? You're a car accident away from going broke. Hear me closely. Don't sell product. Sell hopes and dreams. Don't sell product. Sell hopes and dreams. Don't sell product again. Sell hopes and dreams. I give myself away, and blessings come my way. In your community, be charitable. In your community, be a giver. In your community, get to know the other givers, and I promise you one thing, something's gonna happen to your heart, something's gonna happen to your culture, and the lagging indicator, something's gonna happen to your pocket.
I would teach you how to think correctly. The largest gap between successful and unsuccessful people in life is the thinking gap. I'm not talking about being smart. I'm not talking about an IQ. I'm talking about how you think, how I think. Successful people think differently than unsuccessful people. Wise thinking leads to right living. Stupid thinking leads to wrong living.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to day 6 of our Ignition Week. I think everybody's very excited. We are live on Facebook. I'm glad to see there's wonderful inspiration here. Supercharged. So obviously you guys want to grow your business. Please invite your friends. I think there's a lot to learn today. We are very excited about this event, especially today. I have a little bit of marketing background, so I'm super excited to talk to our trainer, Cory. Cory Gardiner will be teaching you everything you need to know to grow your business. So can we just welcome him by writing in the chat box, Cory. Everybody writes Cory. There you are. How are
Good
you?
morning.
Good
I'm
morning.
great. Yeah, it's 5
Great.
a.m. here, so I got my coffee, but
5
honored
a.m.
to be here. Yeah.
Yeah, so good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everybody. Right, so I saw that inspirational video. Did you see it?
Yeah, they've got some very
Don't
good
sell
points so far.
products, sells hopes and dreams. How cool is that?
Absolutely.
Right, so Cory, um, I'm going to jump in with the first question, and we're going to then have a quick look at your bio video. So
Perfect.
people are telling me that they love you. That's awesome. So, like I said, I do have a little bit of marketing background. So for me, this is very interesting. This is very exciting to know how to grow your business. And I think a lot of people are very keen because, you know, they don't always know how to start, what to say, how to do this. And you are the person to tell us how to do it. Right. So the first question I would say would be, why do you think people need to take this course? What do you think?
Well, in times like today, it's more important than ever to diversify, have multiple income streams and really grow and evolve as a person, right? So it's getting tougher and tougher to have traditional jobs. Like, my dad used to move to a location so that he could work a certain job, get a certain wage and make a certain way of life, right? Whereas now we've got the internet. Like, I can work from anywhere in the world, generate an income online, get paid in digital assets, and be a little bit more creative with how I want to live my life. So the options are endless. It's however you want to design, and it's yeah, come a long ways in a very short amount of time. So it's accessible to anybody, and it's worth taking a look, if nothing else.
And there you are, Cory Gardiner, live now, guys. Please, please, please share on Facebook. I want you guys to tweet about this, drop it in your comments on Twitter, we're on Instagram, and we are now live on Facebook. If you'll see, the link is in the chat box. If you guys want to just check that out. It's got a lot of Corys, and people are super, super excited. So now, the man behind everything. Yes, we are live on Facebook. We just want to see what you are all about. So can we just have a quick look at the bio video of Cory Gardiner? And that will be over to the technical team to just play us a little bit about you. Thank you so much. I see people are still joining. Great. Let them join. More people. Get your friends on board. The more the merrier, right, guys? Okay, more people are joining. Okay, so I'm gonna just maybe go to the next question, just while we wait. So, would you agree with the fact that sell hopes and dreams and not product? Would you agree with that? Are you on board with that?
Absolutely. It really speaks to me, as that's how I started my online journey, is product sales. A lot of people can say that, right? Like, they got sold on the hopes and dreams that they could generate additional income online, and then not necessarily got those results that they were looking for, right?
Yeah.
I like saying I sell solutions, or I sell myself, right? So I don't consider myself really a salesman, which is kind of funny, but I'd consider it more of a coach. So I don't go into conversations like I got to sell somebody a product. It's more so the mindset of, what can I do to help this person today help achieve their goals, their dreams, and the results that they're looking for, right? So it goes a long way. It's just having that little mindset switch of helping people versus trying to get a paycheck, right?
Cory, I'm just looking at the chat box now. So people are actually asking. I do want you guys to drop your questions in here. We will get to it later. But people are asking, can you ask him what he's providing in his product as the person is curious, and what is he teaching us with the product? So for people that have missed or do not know what Todoit is about, Cory is here to teach you guys how to grow your business, grow your affiliate business, how to become a rising star. Yeah, so drop your questions in the comment section. He's here to teach you guys, because a lot of us want to grow, but we have got no idea how to do it. A lot of people don't have marketing skills. Some people do. Some people have been in sales. Some people haven't. And he's here to do that. So anybody that wants to know how to grow your business, Cory is the guy that's going to teach us today. So like I said, get more people involved, and we will get people to grow this business. Okay, so if I can just quickly go back to a couple of questions. So the rising star rank, right? So everybody wants to become a rising star. It seems very interesting. How easy is it, would you say, is it to become a rising star? So that's quite a challenge, because you just need two people, right? But to get them.
Absolutely. You need two people, and then you need to help them get two people as well, right? So it's not as difficult to get two people as it is to help those two people get their two people, right? It's that replication that's really difficult. So you see it in pretty much any, tiered level business, affiliate marketing business, MLM business, is they can only grow so big before they collapse in on themselves just from sheer size, right? It's a lot of network. There's a lot of systems that need to be in place and a lot of moving parts that need to work together towards a common goal to really fill those matrices, right? So it takes systems, it takes skill, knowledge, and it can be, intimidating for a lot of people, knowing what to say,
That's
knowing
true.
what to post, what do I do this week, next week, when do I follow up, right? So it's a little bit, a lot to take on at once, especially when you're first starting out. So to be able to just walk into a situation, have a plug and play solution, and know what to say, know what to post, know how to attract people to you that want the solutions that you're providing, is a lot different than trying to chase people down and bombarding friends and family with, buy my product. It's a lonely, feeling when nobody returns your messages. But, it's,
I
you
agree.
see a lot of it in this space now, in lots of different spaces. People are trying, but they just don't have the guidance. They don't have the team, to support them, and it makes it a lot tougher. So we built a system to make it much easier. You know what to say, you know what to post. And we've got support systems as well as, team leaders working with you, closing calls, jumping on calls with people, strategy sessions, so that, maybe as a newcomer, you're not quite as comfortable sharing the products or details or, the results that people are seeing. Whereas, Ujoki or myself or, a lot of the team leaders, that's why, we surround ourselves with people that are stronger than ourselves. That's why I'm working with Marius, the team, Ujoki, and it makes a big difference, right? Having that support, that guidance, and knowing what steps to take to achieve those results that you're looking for in a, short period of time, realistic period of time, is the challenge.
Okay, so we are going to play a video now. Your bio video will play after this video. So let's just have a quick look at what's been happening over this time. So we've had the Ignition Week. We've had a lot of people. It's been very exciting, I must say. We've had bios from the trainers. We've had the Ignition Week. We've had Ijoki's video. So let's just have a quick look at some of the videos.
Ignition Week, day 1. We're excited. I'd like to make welcome the trainer for our beginners trading course in the person of Sheldon Dedrick. You're so welcome. I really don't have any background training, no clue whatsoever. Is there some sort of criteria that I must have passed to be able to take the beginner trading course?
No, this is why this beginner course was so important, because you got to simplify it and understand the concept first before you then better your knowledge and then grow your knowledge into it. But you need no experience, nothing at all in this. We are here to start. Obviously, you just need to know how to run a laptop and just know how to basically access the basic things that we need with your laptop and accessing the internet and stuff. But other than that, this course is made for the guys that are new. And this is where we start off with this, is first explaining what everything is. Before we actually go into depth of how to trade and how to do that stuff, understand what you're actually investing in.
Beginner trading course. I decide to put my money in it. What exactly am I getting out of this course?
This course will get you going on understanding everything. It'll get you understanding with platforms. You will know how to buy cryptocurrencies and you'll know how to start trading. It is then important to keep building your knowledge. The better you learn, the more you learn, the better you're going to do in this industry.
If you were to describe your course in 5 words, what will they be, Sheldon?
So firstly, basic. It's easy. It's understandable. There's a lot of information in it. Not sure what I can say for the 5th word, but basically I think this will put you on the start of where you need to go. This is going to be the start of your career. You've got to start at step 1, but this is where you start it. This is where you take your first step. We are here to support. We're here to help.
In 2017, Wall Street said buy, Marius Landman said sell.
We said that we want to create a business that is resilient against any recession in the entire world. Expect over this weekend, Bitcoin could come down. This drop could be from the high point, could be easily $1,000 drop.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Marius Landman.
Hey there, Cory Gardiner here, Todoit trainer for the Tonoit Crypto Academy. I'll be taking everyone through how to build an affiliate business, whether they are just interested in, building a small team, maybe sharing this with, 2 or 3 other people that are interested, or if you're looking to make a full-time income from this, up to $100,000 a month or whatever the max is. I know it's in the 7 figures, but we can establish a foundation to help you get to those goals, right? So the ARP is a tremendous asset to have, multiple income streams, at the best of times, never mind when things are a little bit more difficult with the global upset. So this is for beginners, intermediate, users, advanced users. If you can, run Facebook, you can do this, and it's a step-by-step guide. We've got a little mini academy built in just to take people step-by-step through, what to say, what to post, how to say it, what to share, when, and really just a blueprint for success. So it doesn't have to be difficult.
Right. So that's what they said. It doesn't have to be difficult. Again, we are live on Facebook. We want people to drop your questions and comments in the... Oh, there's an echo. on the chat box. And then one thing I'm taking out of what you said, if you can run Facebook, then you can do this. And who doesn't have a Facebook account, right?
Absolutely.
So we are live on social media at the moment. We are on Facebook, we are on Instagram, and we are on Twitter. Guys, please share and drop comments on the Twitter so we can just see all your feedback. And so now obviously that leads me to the next question. So we said, how difficult is it to get, or how, to become a rising star? And if you have a Facebook account, then you can do this. And then another question would be, so it's marketing, but people get kind of, I don't have marketing background. I've never done marketing in my life. So for somebody that doesn't have any marketing background, would that be daunting? Would that be like what would you say to them? How would you help them with no marketing background whatsoever?
That's where we come back to, it's about building relationships, right? So, I mean, doing anything the first time can be uncomfortable. It can be a little bit awkward, but you just got to dive in. You got to do it, right? That's where the name comes from, to do it. And it's just, if you can shoot a message or call somebody, you can do this, right? Like, people put a lot of pressure on themselves, which is a lot of, getting started. They want to see results right away. But, who's the best salesman of, right? Is it a car salesman or is it a doctor, right? You go into a doctor's office expecting a solution for a bad knee or whatever, you're going to take his word for it, right? If he tells you, you got to take this, medication or you're going to have major health complications, chances are you're going to, take that medication. Or the dentist, right? We need to pull this tooth, otherwise it's going to cause problems, right? It's a different way of thinking, right? So if you have somebody that's approaching you saying, look, I need guidance with crypto, or, I don't know what my financial future is going to look like, are you going to say, well, no, I don't really feel like, I don't want to talk to you about it? Or are you going to say, hey, look, I've got this perfect community that I can share with you that I've seen good results myself. It's helped me with my, navigating the crypto markets, or I've made some altcoins, got some gains, bought Bitcoin for the first time, right? So it's not like you need to do everything yourself. So the way we build it is, we help you clean up your profile, establish that foundation, and then some of the posting and stuff, it just attracts people to you. It's attraction marketing. We don't need to dive into the, advanced concepts of it, but the actions, the results, and what you can achieve with doing those actions consistently is predictable, right? Math, we incorporate some numbers into it, but just bringing those chances up, right? So we keep you consistent. We do the same thing every day, is similar to that video. How do you see successful people reach those levels of success? Well, they surround themselves with people that are, better than them in the fields that they want to improve in, and they have consistent habits, right? So daily routine is something that some of the most successful people in the world say, that's how I start my day. Gratitude, healthy habits, get some fitness, get the blood flowing, eat, something nutritional. You want to feed that engine. Similar as feeding your brain, you've only got so much brain power in a day, decision-making power. So you want to make healthy habits. That's the biggest thing. People, well, I forgot to, send some messages or whatever, right? You just do 5 messages a day. Statistically speaking, over the course of a month, that's 150 people that you reach out to in a month. And, 5 of those people, 10 of those people, 15, 30 of those people, depending, could be interested in what we're doing here with Tonoit, right? So
I was just going to ask, what's the law of average on that?
It depends, but even say 5%, 2% of the people you talk to could be interested in just 5 is 8, 10 per month kind of thing. Echo coming in.
Yeah, the echo.
Yeah,
It's
so
just, they
keep
just
this
want to
track.
echo what you're saying. They just want to echo what you're saying. That's actually
That we're
basically what
doing.
it's about.
Yeah, totally. So
Okay.
it's a lot easier than, people think, but there's still, ways to improve, be consistent so that you don't have to think about it. It just, it works.
Okay, great. So again, guys, we're live on Facebook. Please follow us on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. We had a challenge to get everybody our Instagram up to 1,000. The next challenge is to get our Twitter onto 1,000. Again, I want to ask you guys, if you followed us, you type F, but if you haven't, you need to go like and follow us now on Facebook and then write D in the comment box, D for done. So please do that now. We want a couple of Ds. We want you to follow us on all the platforms. But today's challenge would be, so we've got to follow. We need Ds, guys. We need Ds. Okay, Cory. So there's obviously a few more questions before we go to the Q&A. I would like to ask you, what would you say is the benefit of this course? Like, what is the biggest benefit?
So the biggest benefit is having the confidence to proceed and the support to reach your goals, right? So we can't do everything ourselves. We need, we can accomplish more together than we can separately. The ARP or the compensation plan really helps with that, right? So I'm incentivized to help my directs and their directs and grow as a team versus everyone fighting for themselves, right? There's more than enough opportunity, and we've got a step-by-step system that lays it out all, every day for you for, 80 days is what we stick with. 3 months, is a good benchmark, but the goal is Rising Star in 30 days, right? The rest is just, icing on the cake. And, if you want to take it to whole new levels, then we can do that as well.
Right. I just got some background info, or how could I put it? Inside info that we actually need, Cory. You have to help us here as well. We need 5 people. 5. To hit 1,000 people on Instagram. And I'm sure we can do that today.
Absolutely.
So guys, go onto Instagram and go, as you can see, there we go, 995. Let me just look at that again, 995. We want 1,000 followers before this session ends today. Please go follow us on Instagram and go do it now, and get your friends to follow us, because Ignition Week has been hugely successful. We've talked about day trading, we've talked about master trading, we've talked about Wendy's Hodl Knots, and now we are talking about how to do it. I love the name, to do it, to actually get down and do it, to grow your team. And you're going to do that with Cory Gardiner, who is in the house today and who is more than willing to answer some questions about people that have no idea how to grow their business. There is, I think I've got one more question, and then we are going to go to the floor and open the floor for people. So, except the fact that I'm going to ask you the one that we ask all the trainers about, describing your course. My very last question would be, let me just double check we've got a few questions that was compiled, and we just took the most popular ones. So I'm thinking the one question is, what is the power of personal branding? So you speak about it. You speak about becoming a pro. I've read the bio of the product. Answer questions before people ask them. So can you elaborate on that for me, please?
Absolutely. So personal branding is really just a fancy way of saying your reputation, right? The way people look at you, they perceive you, So the way the internet is, you can really be whoever you want to be in the moment, right? So you are not your mistakes. But sometimes people, you want to grow a team online, but you've got, a profile where, you might not want to be, I don't know. It's tough to get, not be political or whatever, but you might not be the most approachable person on your profile list, right? Or, little things like having a professional picture versus, some crazy art or whatever going on. You want to have it tailored to the conversation that you're trying to have, right? You look like a professional, people are going to treat you like a professional. Coming back to the doctor or the dentist, the guy wearing the lab coat is the guy you want to talk to about your health concerns, right? Versus someone in a dirty t-shirt sitting in the, office kind of thing. You automatically assume the guy in the lab coat's the doctor, right? So we help with personal branding. It's your foundation, right? So it's, again, comes back to that attraction marketing, having people coming to you looking for the solutions that they think you provide just from your posts, your comments, the way you carry yourself, right? So a lot of fancy ways of just saying, look your best, be presentable, look like a leader, act the part, and good things happen, right? So it's just tuning up a lot of those little things that people don't necessarily know about. Our team's got tens of thousands of dollars in training, neuro-linguistic, programming, all sorts of different stuff that takes it, to extremely deep levels. The colors you wear, right, to attract or to, trigger different moods, stuff like that. We take all the advanced features out of it and just make it basic, tell you exactly what you need to do, and bonus points, right, for cleaning up your profile, for little things. We set that foundation right off the hop in the academy before we get into anything, right? It's like taking your car out for the first time. You want to have a little tune-up before you go drag racing or whatever, right? So we get that taken care of, and then we dive in, step by step. Once you're set up, you've got that foundation ready to go. We want to have consistent action, right? So that's part of the academy is weekly homework. What you do on day one, lay it all out, blueprint, exactly what to do, how many people you want to connect with, messages sent, steps, the little steps that make everything work real nice is all laid out. You fill out the form, or your, little sheet. We make it nice and easy. If you want to print it off, do that. But you don't have to do it, through Facebook or through LinkedIn. You can do, live events, whatever, right? So we take you through different strategies, but for the most part, it's just about connecting with people, right? Building those conversations, building those relationships, and providing solutions.
Okay, so can we quickly, sorry, I'm I'm very curious to see if we've reached this 1,000 mark. If we can ask the technical team to just go back to our Instagram page and see if we've hit that. Come on, guys, 997, he refreshed. Okay, so three more before this session ends. Come, guys, please go on to our Tonoit official Instagram and go and follow us with immediate effect. Okay, so Cory, before we take the questions from the audience, describe your course in 5 words.
So the best way I like describing it is learn while you earn, repeat. Earn while you learn, repeat, right? So you just one step at a time.
I like that.
Make those little milestones, those little improvements every single day, and your income's going to follow suit, right? As you step it up, like that's where we lay out the foundation, help you get rising star status. If that's it, that's all you want.
That's all you want, right? You want rising star status.
Yeah, some like myself, I'm very passionate about helping people. I'm not in it for the commissions. I'm in it for making an impact, helping improve the world in a small way. And it's what gets me out of bed at 4:30 in the morning to hop on a call with you guys,
right.
Or guys and girls, I should say. But yeah, so
I actually like that. Learn while you earn, and don't sell products, sell hopes and dreams. I think that is the message for today. Okay, so we will be reaching that 1,000 mark, but before we do that, guys, any questions to Cory? Any questions? Let me see. He's technical 997. No, we still need 3, guys. Come on. 3 people out of our participants. You're gonna go and get your friends if you're already liking us before we finish this session. I'm pretty sure we're gonna hit that. So questions. I'm going to the question box. Guys, drop your questions in the comments section for Cory. He's very helpful. He's very on it. He wants you to learn and earn. That's basically what he wants us to do. So I'm just scrolling up. Cory, light. So we've got people from all over the world. And I think there was a question. Okay, so what are you providing in your product? We've answered that. What are the tragedies? Is that the right word on getting people to, it's probably strategies on getting people to join Tonoit community. Okay, that is not for Cory. Okay, so you mentioned running a Facebook account. So will Facebook allow me to post ads on, okay, no, that's not for Cory because I think, okay, no. So other questions to do with to do it. Okay, I will also like to know what to expect in clear terms if I subscribe to Do It in growing my affiliate business. So you kind of answered that, but maybe you can just run through it again.
Sure. So the first step, right, is the foundations. We provide you with a customizable mobile website that's for you, right? You can customize it, that personal branding. So you get your own profile, custom URLs as well, unique URLs. So it really helps you share, we can get into some pretty fancy stuff. It's a Cadillac, right? It's full-blown mobile website, tracking analytics, you can generate QR codes, all sorts of stuff. But that brings us into how to use it, right? So I use Facebook. It's a great place. There's 2 billion or something like that monthly users. So, I mean, more people than you could ever talk to in a day, right? But it doesn't mean that that's for everybody, right? So we've got live, events, not typically right now just because of the global upset, but that's one of my favorites, right? It's very powerful, but it's whatever you're comfortable with. Some people, love LinkedIn. Some people love Facebook. Some people don't want anything to do with any social media, right? So we've got different strategies for everybody, but a big one, is 3-way calls. Myself or one of the leaders are happy to hop on a call, help take the reins, help you just focus on, generating those conversations. And then we can take it from, the awareness through consideration to a buyer stage. And then the end goal is delight, right? So that's the biggest factor, is the delight factor. How delighted are people to share their experiences with others, right? So we've got, I've got guys that are jumping on a call with me, spending a few hours, and then the next day they've got 2 friends that want to do the exact same. I didn't have any more conversations. I just made sure that they were delighted with their experience and they're telling everybody that they know, right, that's interested. So. Okay.
I see there's 2 questions. I see the payment option is monthly, 6 monthly or year. How long do you need to be in it?
It depends on the results that you want to achieve, right? If you just want rising star, I give it 3 months. If you want to go month to month, that's fine. It's like anything. You get what you put into it, zero-sum system, right? So, I mean, it's tough to say without, talking to the person first, but 3 months, just statistically speaking, you do what we lay out for you consistently every day, do what we ask you to do, you'll reach that rising star status, right? It's just being consistent. So
just for somebody that doesn't know anything about being a rising star, maybe you can just say what that exactly entails. Because we've been talking about it, but some people might be like, oh, I don't know what this is.
Yeah.
What is a rising star?
So you help 2 people get, the $500 package. or like 1 year trend trading, typically there's different combinations. Then you help those 2 people get there too, right? So that's 6 total that you help. That locks in your rising star bonus. There's a lot of advantages. There's rank bonuses and everything right now, but you don't need to worry about that until you get your first 2 people, right?
Exactly.
So that's where the replication comes in. And it's, you know, a lot easier when you build those relationships. When you've got the trust, they look to you for solutions. They're more likely to go with the year package than, you know, a 1 month package.
That's right.
Testing the waters, right? That's the difference. So if you can help build those relationships in a faster, more efficient way, chances are they're going to go with the higher package because they trust that they're going to reach the results that you tell them that they're going to, right? They're investing in you as much or more than they're investing in the products themselves, right?
Right. So there's a question from Jazuzul. Does Todoit also covers how to use free classified adverts to grow your business and the use of funnels, also where to get free crypto traffic? And also, apart from the coaching, do we have materials like videos we can always revisit after the lectures?
Short answer, yes. So we use all sorts of different ways. Classified ads, different listing sites, you know, there are free traffic sources. Facebook is basically, you know, a free traffic source. I don't run any paid advertising. You know, I invest commissions back into the business. That's the systems that we've developed. You know, I built this to be as easy as possible and as efficient as possible to start up. Self-sustaining systems, right? Or self-funding systems is what we try to achieve. There was another question in there. What was the third one? There was classified.
Yeah, the classifieds, the materials like videos, and something about funnels.
So the card themselves, the mobile websites themselves are effectively funnels, right? So it'll nurture people through the process. You know, you can use a QR code. You can send them your unique URL link. There's little different sections, right? Bitcoin video is the one I call it, just Bitcoin video. You know, the introduction gives a little breakdown, but these cards are customizable too, right? So myself and the team make sure that they're up to date. But if you want to swap your video in or change the text or change the color scheme, anything about it, you can, right? You can add pages. It's unlimited really to what you can do with it, but everything's up to date. You know, I'm always looking to improve, optimize. I come from a power engineering background. So I mean, working with turbines, similar, you know, not quite similar to Marius, but similar companies. I actually worked in Northern Alberta as well for the majority of my adult life. So it's, yeah, always trying to improve and make things easier, reduce that friction. And yeah.
Well, guess what, Cory? I need to just go to our Instagram page quickly and just see what we've reached. If we could just quickly go to our Instagram page, technical team. Well, look at that. We have reached 1,000 followers. I'm super excited. Thank you very much, guys. Very, very, very much. Right, so I think this kind of brings to the end of the session. I just want to, this is not finished. Tomorrow is our last day. So I just want to thank you, obviously, for everything. And then just introduce tomorrow's program. Tomorrow we have Jock Holmes. He's the day trading, the trendsig dad, what they call him. So that is, who is your crypto daddy? So we've got Jock Holmes in the house tomorrow, same time again. So if you guys are interested in day trading, please join us again tomorrow for this. And I don't think there's any more questions. We've got, oh, David Khan just said he got an outsider to follow. So thank you so much for getting us to this 1,000 mark. And then guys, if you can just, we've had some good feedback on our inspirational inspirational videos. We will just end with a few inspirational videos just to get you guys all fired up. And I want you guys to please join Cory's course. It will just help you grow your business in this time, this pandemic and everything that's going on. So Cory, thank you so much for being here today and speaking to us. Are you going to go back to bed?
No, I've had a couple of coffees. I'm going to work. There's people, you know, we're all over the world. So I got a lady from Australia I've been trying to connect with. She's very excited, and she's got 4 people ready to start already. So
fired up.
Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. Okay, Cory, thank you so much. I think I will leave you so you can get back to work. And thanks for everybody for joining us today. We've been streaming live on Facebook, but please go and check it out if you've missed this, and please go share it, and please share our Instagram, and maybe get us up to 2,000 followers. And yeah, that would be great. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. And we will see you tomorrow for Jock Holmes, the 20 dad for the day trading. Thank you so much.
Correctly. The largest gap between successful and unsuccessful people in life is the thinking gap. I'm not talking about being smart. I'm not talking about an IQ. I'm talking about how you think, how I think. Successful people think differently than unsuccessful people. Wise thinking leads to right living. Stupid thinking leads to wrong living. If you want to have a fulfilled life, you have to fill your mind correctly.
Right now, you need to focus on today. And what I realized so many leaders don't understand is that truly today matters. And we overestimate what we can do tomorrow. We over-exaggerate what we did yesterday, but we underestimate what we can do right now. The only time you have, the only time I have, is now. So the question for all of us is, what am I doing with now? The great leaders, they're present in the moment, and because of that, they maximize the moment. So if you're tempted to take that faraway glance, well, glance. Get right back to the present moment, because today you're preparing to make tomorrow a success. Well, we all want to be motivated, and yet so many times we fail to find the secret of motivation, and so let me give it to you quickly. Just do it. Motivation is not the cause of action, it's the byproduct of action. There's a lot of difference. If I think motivation is the cause of my action, then I'm going to wait to be motivated before I do something. But if I realize it's the byproduct of my action, then I'll start doing something. And then guess what? Motivation will come up and zap you, and all of a sudden you feel good and you're glad you're doing it. And you're saying, wow, this is truly wonderful. So let it be the byproduct of your life. Don't let it be the foundation for the actions that you take in your life. Nothing comes to you until you commit yourself. Nothing comes to you if you're just going to try, but you're not committed. Nothing comes to you if you're just thinking about it. It's not until you take the action step. It's not until you take the direction do the things start to flow through you. But I'm saying don't cheat yourself out of the possibility of the potential that's on the other side of commitment. Stay with it long enough to find out if there's any fruit in it. You can do goal setting with a pencil, but you have to do goal getting with your legs. You got to take action. And it's the action that separates us. The greatest gap in this world is the gap between knowing and doing. Knowing is goal setting. Doing, now that's goal achieving. People that are knowledgeable about habits say that it takes 30 days for a habit to become a habit. Now, habits can be good and habits can be bad. So over a period of time, you can either be developing habits that are going to help you, or you can be developing habits that are going to hurt you. People that grow develop habits that help them. The great value of a good habit is you don't have to think about it. That's why it's a habit. In other words, once you begin to, over days and times and periods, begin to practice something that's good, after a while, it becomes automatic to you. It becomes who you are. In fact, I always tell people, practice a good habit long enough to make it yours. And once it's yours, now it's automatic. Every day, you'll do what you should do. Often I have the expression that everything worthwhile is uphill. That's a fact. You've never heard someone talk about accidental achievements. You've never heard someone that got to the top of the mountain and somebody asked them, how did you get there? Kind of look confused and say, I have no idea. They know how they got there. The reason they know how they got there is because they had to walk all the way up the mountain. Nobody lifted them. There were no shortcuts. There's not an elevator. There's not an escalator. It's all effort that gets you to the top of the mountain. What I want you to understand is that inspiration does a lot better when it's coupled with perspiration. There are a whole lot of people, they want to be inspired in great things, but they don't want to do the hard work to achieve those great things. It's not either or, it's both and. So I really trust today that you will just kind of roll up your sleeves, look at something you haven't tackled for a while, dive in. You'll be amazed that once after you do the work, you get inspired. Don't wait to get inspired before you do the work.